Chapter 3, Number 35. The helicopter view in Figure 3.35 shows two people pulling on a stubborn mule. Find A, the single force that is equivalent to the two forces shown below, and B, the force that a third person would have to exert on the mule to make the resultant force equal to 0. The forces are measured in units of newtons, abbreviated N. First, we must write out our givens. F1 equals 120 newtons at 60 degrees above horizontal, and F2 equals 80 newtons at 75 degrees above horizontal. For part A, we must find a single force F that is equivalent to the addition of F1 and F2. This single force is again equal to F1 plus F2. We start by breaking F1 into its x and y components, or its I and j. We then break F2 into its x and y components, or its I and j components. We then subtract it from F1 since it is an opposing direction. After simple algebra, we have this simplified version of the problem. Solving for the rest of the problem gives us 39.3 plus 181. These are now the two sides of a triangle, and we can solve for the third side, or the magnitude of the force, with Pythagorean theorem. Now that we have the magnitude of the force, we can find the angle that it is directed at. We do so by taking the inverse tan of 181 over 39.3. For part B, we must find the force exerted by a third person on the mule to make the resultant force of 0. This third force, or F3, is a force of a third person. Since F3 must be an opposing force to make the F net 0, it has to be equal and opposite to F. So F3 is equal to negative 39.3 minus 181 newtons.